Hey everybody, how's it going? So today we're going to be doing the Makita unboxing, which kind of no longer an unboxing because the audio from the original video was lost. So we're just going to go over it, specs, weights, measurements, and everything else for the new Makita XLock PaddleSwitch grinder, which is the XAG26Z. So please stick around, check out the video, and I'll see you guys there. Thank you for watching. What is up everybody, how's it going? Alright, so before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe, smush the bell notification icon for future updates. Alright, so original footage, I have the original footage, but the audio from the original unboxing and weights, measurements, specs, information video, the audio was completely lost, and it was easier for me just to record it over. The only difference is that all of these discs are not in their packaging anymore, and the battery is no longer in its packaging. All I have left of the packaging is this little piece, the information board. This has already been opened from the previous unboxing video, but I put everything back in the box just so I can do the video over again. The only difference is we're not going to have to cut the tape this time. Got the scale there. And we'll get started. Sorry about the having to do it over again. I kind of wish that the audio was there. I recorded about 4 videos, and 4 of those videos all had audio missing. Interesting thing is that I recorded 30 videos originally, probably in the last month or so. All of them had audio, but the beginning of the Crescent video. So this video with the Crescent Apex bits, that didn't have audio. The video that I made for my wife's Husky mats that I picked up for her gardening, that didn't have audio. But then 3 videos I made after those two videos that didn't have audio had audio. And then the tool haul for this has audio. Then the unboxing, weights, and measurements didn't. And then every video after that had audio. So I don't know what happened. Something happened, I guess, during the processing for the camera or something. The audio got lost. But you know, it is what it is. We're just going to redo it over again. So I did already charge this battery. It did come with 1 bar of charge. Just going to have to trust me on that. It is a full bar. It is the battery that I did pick up with this. Originally, I'd stated in the first video that you could purchase the $399 impact driver and hammer drill kit for $399, which actually I have the impact driver sitting right here. It is the XDT16. You can get this and the XPH14 hammer drill in a kit with 2 5-amp-hour batteries, a charger, and a bag. If you buy that kit, going on right now, it's still going on. I recorded this video like, I did this 3 days ago. Realized that the audio was gone, so we're just going to re-record it again. But today is June 23rd. It's a Wednesday. I originally recorded this on the 21st or the 20th, something like that. Maybe it may have been the 19th. I don't remember. Yeah, it was the 19th I recorded this on. But if you buy the impact driver and the hammer drill kit, you can get this grinder or the lock-on switch grinder for free. I had already purchased this impact and hammer drill kit, which kind of frustrating because I purchased that kit like 4 days before this promo came out. So if I would have waited 4 days on this impact driver and the hammer drill kit, I would have gotten this grinder for free. But I ended up picking this grinder up for $179, and I got the battery for free. They did mark these 5-amp-hour batteries for Makita. They did mark these back up to $149. This is the Bravo Lima 1850 Bravo. That's what the part number for these batteries are. This did come with 1 bar of charge. It is a 90 watt-hour battery. Standard Makita battery. And put that aside. it did, from what I remember correctly, it did weigh, with one bar, like a gram less than a fully charged Makita battery, 5 amp hours. So the 5 amp hour with 1 bar of charge compared to a 5 amp hour with 4 bars of charge is about a gram. It's not really much different. Information on this grinder: quick change system, easy click and release for toolless wheel change. AFT turns motor off if wheel rotation suddenly stops. Electric brake stops wheel in 2 seconds. This is tool only, 3-year warranty. It is, again, X-Ray, Alpha, Greg, 26, Zelda, or Zebra, however you want to look at it, Zulu. So the information on the side, wheel diameter. Let me bring the light in here a little closer so you guys can see it a little better. Slide the camera over. There you go. So information on here, wheel diameter up to 5 inch. So this is a 4.5 inch and 5 inch paddle switch. No load speed, 8500. It's not the fastest. My DeWalt FlexVolt 60 volt old model and my new model, I think they're like 96, 9800 RPMs. Spindle type XLock, lock on, lock off switch, no and yes. And the reason being is it doesn't have a lock on switch, so it's no. Lock off switch, it says yes. It's kind of confusing. It's a paddle switch, so you control it whether it's on or off. Overall length 14 3/4 of an inch long. Net weight with battery is 5.9 pounds, and we will check the measurements. Original video, I remember it being a little bit less than 5.9 pounds. Information on the box right here. The BL brushless motor eliminates carbon brushes, enabling the BL motor to run cooler and more efficiently for a long life. Delivers 8,500 RPMs. XLock quick change system allows for tool-free wheel change with simple snap-on. XLock mounting and pull release lever for change out. Tool-free wheel change with simple snap-on mounting and pull release lever for change out. I read the XLock emblem by mistake. Active feedback sensing technology is the AFT technology. Turns the motor off if the rotation of the wheel is suddenly forced to stop. Electric brake stops the grinder or cut-off wheel in 2 seconds or less for maximum productivity. A lot of people have stated it is a lot faster than 2 seconds. I do agree. To me, it feels more like 2 milliseconds is what it takes for the blade to stop on the brake. Automatic speed change technology adjusts the speed and torque during operation. Quick guard rotation allows easy toolless adjustment for increased productivity. 3-stage LED gauge indicator, battery charge level on tool. So, just gotta, I don't have to cut it because I lost the other footage. So it's already been cut. Just gonna, I kind of just put everything back in here nicely. Does come with 2 blades. I have not, good thing I have not used the tool yet on a project. Pull everything out the box. I also lost the rubber band. So the box is now empty again. This had a rubber band on it originally. I remember where it got put. It was just rubber banding this over this to keep this plastic from falling off. Here's the grinder. Here is the closed guard. And here is an open guard. These are both 5-inch guards. 5-inch or 125 millimeter. 5-inch, 125 millimeter. This is a 4.5-inch to 5-inch. So the information on the box. Let me bring the box back into view for you guys. So the information right here at the top, it's 18V LXT brushless 4.5-inch, 5-inch paddle switch, XLock angle grinder with AFT tool only. That's what it says at the top of the box. So I do have all these Diablo 4.5-inch blades here. So I got this pack was $9. This pack was this pack was $9.97. This pack was $9.97. These were grinding wheels were $9.97, and the flat discs were $19.97. The flat discs are 40 grit. Alright, so the Makita XLock blades, it comes with a 5-inch by 1/4 inch thick by 7/8 arbor grinding disc, or 125 millimeter by 6 millimeter by 22.23 millimeter, 12,250 RPMs. Same with the cutoff disc. It does come with a 5-inch by 0.45 of a thousandths by 7/8 arbor, or 125 millimeter by 1.2 millimeter by 22.23 millimeter. These are the two it comes with. The one that came with, I definitely have to state that they do look like they're a lot nicer, as an example, than the Diablos. The Diablos, I noticed that there's pieces missing throughout them. On this side, the waffle pattern looks a lot nicer on the Makita. Now, this XLock technology is actually Bosch's technology. It's not Makita's technology. Bosch came out with the XLock on their grinders originally. And a lot of companies, or at least from what I know, Makita had picked it up. The thickness on the Diablo for the grinding discs is definitely a little bit bigger than the Makita. Even though it says it's 1/4 inch thick, the Makita, I do not believe is 1/4 inch thick. Might be a little bit smaller, maybe 1/16 smaller or so. I mean, I can grab a measuring tool real quick. We can measure it real quick. I didn't measure it in the first video, but I did show it close up. It is just a hair smaller on the Makita discs. So (7/32) 15/64 is what it's coming up as. It is a little bit shy of 1/4. It's 15/64 for the Makita. If you put more pressure on it, it's reading at 7/32. The Diablo disc is reading at 1/4 inch. For the Diablo disc. Might not have been in frame for that one, sorry guys. The Makita is reading at 7/32. If I slightly take off pressure, it's 15/64. So 7/32, it's definitely a little bit smaller than 1/4 inch, and that's not a big deal. I definitely think that the Makita discs are a lot nicer than the Diablos, but the Diablos, I'm sure they will do just fine. Probably have no issues with the Diablos. I did notice, looking at some of these Diablo discs, there is chipping on the edges of them, including on the back side. So I'm not really happy with that, you know, for them giving you guys, you know, the Diablo XLock discs in these little promo packs, you know, 5 discs for the price of 3 discs for the price of 2. You think that there'd be less chip out. The back of these Diablo discs don't look very good in my opinion, but I'm sure they'll do just fine. So the XAG24 is the lock-on switch style. That's $159. The XAG26 is the one we have in front of us, which is the PaddleSwitch style. So there's the instruction booklet. I'm going to put these two blades aside. Guards. We're going to, and you got your little handle. we're gonna do weights, measurements, and all that information real quick. So gonna put all this stuff over here. Original video I do remember doing without battery, without anything on the grinder, just to give you a base weight. Did put handle alone, weight, and then did each guard weights, as well as we put each one of these discs on it, did weights as well. So move the guards aside, move the handle over here. Turn the scale on. Turn that light off. Alright, so grinder alone, nothing on it. 3 pounds, 14.6 ounces. I originally did where I showed this battery that had 1 bar and then a fully charged battery. We're just going to extend that out the video because I don't have any dead batteries at the moment. So this grinder with the battery I got for free, fully charged, and it does stand up on its own, which is nice. Most people are going to lay it down, but it's 5 pounds, 4.9 ounces, so it's definitely lighter than what they say on the box, which is 5 pounds, 9.9 ounces. So my personal opinion, that is pretty nice. Now, we can take the battery off. We're going to put the handle on it, one of the handles, just the handle, no guard, no blade. I'm going to lay it on here. What's the weight with the handle? The weight with the handle is 4 pounds, 3.1 ounces. With just the handle and a battery, which is, you're not going to use it like that, but I'm going to weigh it like that. It's 5 pounds, 9.3 ounces exactly for the handle. One other thing I want to point out, that we'll probably point out throughout the video, is an awesome feature that I like. I like this style guard system. The DeWalt FlexVolt has this lever right here as well, but it actually hinges to a pin, a little hook that hooks in right here when the guard's on it. And when you push this pin or this lever, it leverages it over. Where on the Makita XLock, it's actually a bar that goes across and there's a spring at the bottom. Kind of hard to see, but there's a spring down here. When you push it over, it unhooks this hook right here. Same exact design as the DeWalt. So this one you push. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 springs. Try to get you guys a little more light. There you go. There's 4 springs. They're called wave washers. They act like a spring that holds the guard on. So put it on in the front. Push this over, drops down in position. You push down a little tension and it rotates. And then it locks like that. I like this style guard design because this is all the movement you have. It just rocks forward and back just a tiny amount. So I can show you guys. It's like 1/64. It moves front and it rotates while it's locked. Easy, you just push this button, rotate it some more, locks into the next position. No big deal at all. It does not have any side wobble, other than you can see the springs. If I put tension on it, the springs will go down. So these springs are actually springing the guard up. So with just the guard, turn the scale back on. With just the guard and a 5 amp hour, it is 5 pounds, 12.1 ounces. Just this guard. Okay. We're going to take this guard off. We're going to pop the enclosed guard on. Okay. It is, come on, zero out. 5 pounds, 15.2 ounces. With this guard, let me make sure it's at 0. Yep, it's at 0. So With the enclosed guard, it is 5 pounds, 15.2 ounces with that setup. With me putting the handle on it, let's see what it makes it with the handle. Fully seated. Now the box says just battery, it's 5.99 pounds. 5 pounds, 9.9 ounces. So with the enclosed guard and the handle, it is 6 pounds, 3.6 ounces. There you go. Now we're going to take this guard off. We're going to put the open face guard back on. See what it weighs with the handle as well. Open face guard. And then we'll weigh it with some different blades. 6 pounds. Nope, 5 pounds, 15.8 ounces. Almost 6 pounds. So the information they're giving is 5 pounds, 15.9 ounces when I move it better onto the scale. So it is exactly a micro amount from 6 pounds, 0.0 of an ounce. No, less than that. It's probably about 1 gram or so from being 6 pounds. So the box is more correct on this guy right here. They may be stating it's 5 pounds, 9.9 ounces, or they may be stating it's 5 pounds, 9.9, so it's close to exactly 6 pounds, because if you put 1 gram on 5.99 or 5.99, they could be measuring it as the 9.9 is 15.9 ounces, as they could be measuring it that way. So it's this setup right here. So let's take this disc right here, the disc, the 5-inch disc that we got from Makita, which is the grinding disc. We're gonna pop this guy on. So the first time when you get this, you're gonna want to pull the handle, the release handle, to bring these two clasps together, and then some of these you can only put one way. It's popped, it's now in. You can see that the 5-inch disc, there is a little bit of room on this guard, so this guard is a little bit over 5 inches. This guard is actually measures at this guard measures at 5.5 inches wide. So it will comfortably hold a 5-inch disc perfectly fine. If you use one of these guards and you do put a 4.5-inch disc, you're not going to have as much surface on that disc, because a 5-inch guard is going to make a 4.5-inch disc look a lot smaller. So if you want to use a majority of that cutting surface disc, you're going to want to remove the guard, because a 5-inch guard is going to make the 4.5-inch disc harder to use farther down. So with this surface disc, 5 amp hour battery that's fully charged, and a handle, it is 6 pounds, 5.4 ounces, 5.5 ounces. So it readjusted. So I'm going to pop this disc off. We're going to put the cutoff disc that we got from Makita. So this disc, it can only go on one way. The colored side of the disc has to be facing down, and I will move this up so you guys can see. Reason it has to be facing down is because you try to put it, like you're used to, the black side down, it will not latch. These little tangs do not go into the groove properly, so you do have to put it this way. Pop it on. So it is 6 pounds, 1.1 ounces with that style cutoff disc. So if we turn around, pop this disc off. This disc weighs 0.6 ounces. This Makita disc, which is the grinding disc, weighs 5 ounces exactly. Now, if we put on, if If we put on this 4.5-inch Diablo cutoff disc, which is a 1.2 millimeter or 0.45. It weighs with this disc 6 pounds, 0.9 ounces, and this is what I'm talking about. There's a lot more room in this 5-inch guard. You can see how much difference in height there is right there. Sorry about the light. So 6 pounds, 0.9 ounces. If we pop this disc off, this disc weighs 0.5 ounces, 0.5 of an ounce. Okay. Oops. We have one of these that has the step on it, and this is another cutoff disc. This disc you can only put on one way, like that. It does snap pretty sturdy. It's 6 pounds, 1.3 ounces. With this stepped disc, you can see that it is a lot smaller than this 5-inch guard because it's a 4.5-inch blade, so you have plenty of clearance, about a 1/2 inch on each side, maybe a little more. Drop that disc. It's 0.7 ounces, 0.8 when it's settled. Okay, move this disc aside. And these are all with the guard, this specific guard, and we will grab the other guard and put all these discs on as well. This is the 4.5-inch grinding disc from Diablo. I'm going to put this guy on as well. And these discs look pretty sturdy. They do look nice. So what this disc weighs with this grinder, with this setup, 6 pounds, 5.7 ounces. This blade weighs 5.2 ounces by itself, so a little bit less than the Makita 5-inch version. We have a Diablo flap disc, which is a 40 grit, 4.5 inch. Put it on the tool. So you can see, if you actually look at it with the flap disc, you can see that there is a 1/2 inch of clearance on each side. Maybe a little less. So with this disc and setup with the guard, the open face guard and the handle, it is 6 pounds, 4.4 ounces. Let me turn this light off real quick. There you go. 6 pounds, 4.4 ounces. Not bad with this flap disc. This is a pretty nice, comfortable setup right here. It stops quick. This blade is very, very quick when it stops on the brake. I like this brake. To me, it's pretty dang close. It's got to be less than 2 seconds. I would say somewhere in the range of 2 milliseconds would be more accurate on this guy. So we're going to measure the weights with all of these blades again, but we're going to do it with the other guard. So push this down, turn it to its top position like that, lift it up. I'm going to grab this guard, push the pin in so it can drop into position, push it down, just put some tension on it, swing it over, it locks in. So again, without a blade and just that guard, these are grams, pounds, and ounces. I must have touched the sensor button by mistake. So we're going to have to zero this back out. It is 6 pounds, 4.1 ounces with this specific guard and the handle set up on it. Trying to get this down back. Okay, 6.42. We're going to put, the first thing we're going to put on it is the Makita 5-inch cutoff blade with this guard. If you wanted to use this guard, which I don't think you would, but you can. Okay, so with this 5-inch cutoff blade, this specific enclosed guard It is 6 pounds, 5.6 ounces. It kind of moved again. 5.5 ounces. Okay. I'll drop that one. Okay. The Makita 5-inch grinding disc that is a 7/32, not technically 1/4 inch. We're going to put this one on. Okay, this one is on. This grinder weighs with this guard and this grinding disc, it is 6 pounds, 9.9. So if they're referring to 6 pounds, 9.9 ounces like I'm thinking, they're referring to 5 amp hour battery grinder handle, this guard, the enclosed guard, and this surface grinding disc that they provide, which is a 5-inch. If they're referring to the 5.99 pounds, in what I could be portraying it as, also they would be referring to it, 5.99. No, I'm wrong. It's 6. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. The box says 5.99. So 5.99. I would assume they're referring to 5 pounds, 15.9 ounces, which is almost exactly 6 pounds. So this is 6.99. So it's pretty heavy setup. This style setup. Because if we look at it real quick, the box does say right here 5.99 pounds. So I'm pretty sure they're referencing that as, because it's 5.99 pounds. It's not 5 pounds, 9.9. I'm pretty sure they're saying it's 5 pounds, 15.9 ounces. 1 gram shy of 6 pounds exactly. So we're gonna drop this blade. We're gonna put on one of the cutoff blades, the 4.5 inch Diablo cutoff blades, the 0.45 thousandths of an inch. Gonna pop this one on. That one's on. Weight with this blade and this guard setup, 6 pounds, 5.3 ounces. Okay, gonna pop this blade on. This is the flat style blade. Okay, going to grab the raised style blade. That's the cutoff blade. Same 1/16 of an inch, or 1.6 millimeter. It's a little thicker than the flat blade I just showed. It's 1/16 for this one. That one is 0.45 thousandths of an inch. I'm gonna pop this one on. That one's on. This is the 4.5 inch. It weighs, with this setup, as 6 pounds, 5.6 ounces. Pop this blade off. I'm gonna put the actual 1/4 inch thick grinding discs. The Makita grinding disc is the one that's 7/16 thick. It's not 1/4 inch, even though it says it's a 1/4 inch blade. 6 millimeter. Put this one on real quick. This is a grinding disc. Its weight with that disc is 6 pounds, 10.1 ounces. Okay. And then one flap disc, 4.5 inch Diablo flap disc. We're going to put this guy in here. Gonna have to take the guard off real quick. You're technically probably not going to use it in this format. But I had to pull the guard up just a little bit. So just to lock it in, just for weight and measurement, we're just going to weight and measure it real quick. Or weigh it. So it's 6 pounds, 8.9 ounces with this 4.5-inch flap disc. It is pretty close. In order to get this off, you're never ever probably going to use it in this format, but I would figure I'd show you guys. You got to turn it so it's kind of loose. Then you could release it, and then you got to wiggle it up a little bit. There you go. More than likely, I'm not going to use this guard. Technically, I normally always use the open face guard. Like that setup right there, which is 4 pounds, 7.1 ounces. Alright, so we're going to move the scale out the way. Done with the scale. Going to quickly measure it, length and everything like that, and we'll be done with the video. So, length with a 5 amp hour from the end of the guard to the end of the battery is 16 5/8 of an inch long. If you measure it from the front of the motor housing, the very farthest point of the motor housing, to the very back, from the back of the battery, it is 15 1/8. Yeah, 15 1/8 of an inch long, so 15 inches and 1/8. Where you hold the handle with your hand, it is the skinniest portion. It is 1 5/8 of an inch thick. Motor, plastic section of the motor housing, it is widest point. It is 2 3/4 of an inch wide. Widest portion of the metal section of the housing is 2 and a little over 3/4. The widest portion from the one side of the motor housing to the end of the handle is 9 inches exactly. Measurement of the handle, if we take it off, measurement of the handle from the end of the threaded portion to the end of the handle, it is 6 1/4 inches. If you're just measuring it from where the thread actually ends, like if it was on the tool, it is 5 3/4 of an inch. Yep, 5 3/4 of an inch. If you measure it without the battery, and I did notice there's a little bit of wobble in the handle, like the thread is a little crooked. But, you know, that's not a big deal. It is a handle. And take the battery off. We'll measure it without the battery. So it is from the end of the guard, from the guard sitting in the side position, end of this guard, it is 14 5/8 of an inch long without a battery. If you turn the guard in its backrest position back here behind the tool, it is 13 3/8. And if we turn the guard all the way to the front like you were going to take the guard off position, it is furthest section of the front of the guard to the back of the tool without a battery, it is 14, it's exactly 15 inches. If I pop the battery on it real quick, pop the battery on it, with the battery on it, with the guard in the position that you would take it off if you wanted to take it off. It's 16 inches3/4 of an inch long. The smallest portion of the front of the tool, the flat portion of the motor housing, it is 2 inches 1/4 of an inch. Hope the information was helpful to you guys. I do appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the video. As always, and we'll definitely have to do some comparisons between this grinder, the Milwaukee grinders that I have, which are the 7 to 9 inch. I got I think it's the 2980 from Milwaukee, which is the braking grinder. I have the old fuel grinder that you get for most promotions from Milwaukee. We have this one. We have the old FlexVolt 60 volt DeWalt grinder, as well as the new model of that grinder, and a couple others, including Bosch. Bosch is the originator of this style XLock system. It looks like Makita is the only one that has gotten it right this moment. Please like, comment, subscribe, smush the bell notification icon for future updates. Go check out my Amazon affiliate links, my Acme Tools affiliate links, my DJI Electronics affiliate links, as well as my Ohio Power Tools affiliate links. Do appreciate you guys stopping by. Come on now. Work with me here. There. Also, I have at the top of the description below, I have a also Tools link, and you can get 10% off your order at ulsatools.com, as well as check out these Diablo Blades. I like Diablo. Diablo's never let me down. I'm not really happy with how some of these blades look in these packs, but it is what it is. It's not too big of a deal. Did pick up quite a bit. So all of this out the door was $248. So got 3 flap discs, 4.5 inch flap discs. Got 3 grinding discs that are 4.5 inch from Diablo. We got 5 1/16 cutting discs, as well as 5 of the 0.45 thousandths cutoff discs. Got your instructions and the battery for free, which they marked the battery up to $159. And the only other thing I want to show you guys real quick before we end it is there is a battery indicator right here. So when you power the tool on, that indicator pops up saying you have 3 bars on here, but on the battery it shows 4 bars. So this will show you while you're grinding. It will show you how far the battery goes down while you're using the tool, which is a nice little feature that they added there. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. One last thing, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers that like, comment, dislike, people that watch the videos, whether you're subscribed or non-subscribed, you're not subscribed at all. And going to be also people that also watch the ads every once in a while on the videos and use the affiliate links. You guys are the reason that the channel is monetized, and I want to say deep down from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for the help getting here. Quick thing real quick, last thing I want to say is that we're going to be doing lots of tool to head-to-head videos coming up soon on the channel. If you guys want to see head-to-heads, I'm going to be picking up some wood with the money from the channel that the channel made. We're going to be picking up 2 Sheetmaster jaw horses for personal use, as well as we're going to use them on the channel to clamp the wood down. Hammer drills versus hammer drills, impact drivers versus impact drivers, recip saws versus recip saws, other brands, angle grinders versus other angle grinders, so on and so forth. The tool brands that I got available are Makita, like this one right here. Makita, 7.2 volt, 9 volt, 12 volt, 18 volt, like this guy right here, 18 volt. We also got 36 volt X2, as well as 40 volt and 80 volt coming to the channel for you guys. We got Milwaukee M12 and M18 brushed and fuel brushless tools. We got DeWalt 8 volt, 12 volt extreme, 20 volt XR, 60 volt flex volt, 120 volt flex volt. We got Metabo 12 volt and 18 volt. We got Bosch 18 volt core. Don't have any of the 12 volt. Maybe in the future. We got Ryobi 18 volt. I do not have any of the Ryobi 40 volt. If you guys would like to send some 18 volt Ryobi tools, I'd more than happy to test them, do some videos on them, and send them back to you guys. I don't plan on breaking tools. Just want to do little small head-to-head videos. So if you guys want to contact me, maybe you picked up 2 of the new HP Ryobi tools, and you guys would like me to do head-to-heads with the older versions, you can send me the older versions for like a month or so, and I'll send them back when I'm done with the videos. If you guys want to do that, comment down below or get a hold of me on email, because my email is in the YouTube description information section about the channel. We got Metabo HPT Hitachi Power Tools 18 volt, 36 volt. We got Bosch Stick 18 volt. We have Earthquake 12 volt and 20 volt. As well as a bunch of corded tools. Makita, Bosch, Black & Decker, not Ryobi, but Black & Decker. We have DeWalt, Stanley, and Porter Cable, all corded. I have some other corded brands as well. And we got lots of pneumatic tools, so if any of those things interest you guys, you can physically smush the bell notification icon for updates if any of those are interesting to you guys. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for this extremely long video. 46 minutes. Last thing, just want to say thank you to all of you guys. I know I said it several times. I'm having one of those days with my issues, and I'm sorry. But thank you guys for stopping by. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace! I hope the video was helpful.